light the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine, a city so light.
Good morning, Frederick. Oh, we made it to Friday. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Got Mama Cone joining us. The weekend does start very soon. We're going to help get you to it for sure. And I hope you've had a great week so far. On today's show, we've got our morning roundup with Bob and AJ. We got a really full show today. It's Friday, of course. We've got Asia from OMG Band. They're playing at the Urbana Lodge tomorrow. Going to meet her. We got Marilyn Herbert from the Alzheimer's Association joining us in studio today, and Priscilla Myles from Blessed Provisions. They are doing a huge diaper drive coming up in September. And then we'll go over other things happening in Frederick as well. And of course, when you subscribe to the Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel, we donate $1 to a local nonprofit. That's right. You can help local nonprofits for free. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for that. Please ask a friend to subscribe as well. First of all, you're getting a lot of great content about Frederick from Frederick creators. Not only Good Morning Frederick, we've got John's House, which comes on right after my show here. Then we've got 14 other shows on that network. That's right. We've got things like Last of the Good Old Boys, Feel Good Frederick, The Healing Storm Apothecary. We've got Bridges to Alignment, Frederick's TikToks, Your Real Estate Update. We've got Hometown Throwdown. Now we're really testing the Bunk Room Chats. I know I'm forgetting some. Lifting the Veil, Spiritual Signs, Metaphysical Minds. My gosh, we've got some new ones. Do It Scared Anyway, and the Aliveness Project, and coming soon in September, actually next Thursday, Second Chances. Your Pathway, I forget their tagline. But anyway, it's about life after incarceration. Really fascinating. Great podcast. That's going to come on Thursdays. And of course, you can watch them all anytime on YouTube. So that is your reasoning for subscribing. And, well, let's get your reasoning for watching the rest of the show today. We'll get it started right now.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.
Along with keeping you updated with all the great events going on in and around Frederick, it's important that you're updated about the local news and happenings as well. We call this our morning roundup. We're going to bring in AJ Randall from Studio 401 on Wormans Mill Court, and maybe Bob Miller will join us from WFMD. We'll find out.
It's time for the morning roundup with Dani, Bob, and AJ Randall. Here to get you caught up with everything you missed overnight on Good Morning Frederick.
Sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. Serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank. Anything that you put on your floor, they can handle it. Check out their Google reviews and give them a call today. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948. Wood. Be sure to ask for Jeff Koger or go to atlaswoodfloors.net.
Oh, well, let's do this. There we go. We got AJ Randall sitting at Studio 401 this morning. Got our live look back, looking out at North Market Street Extended. Good morning.
Good morning, Dani. How are you?
I am excellent. Want to shout out good morning to Dorothy Engelberger as well, joining us. Thank you so much. We so appreciate when you leave a little comment to let us know you're watching. It's nice that to see you guys on this Friday. And it is Friday. We
Finally.
made it. Oh, and here he comes. Here he comes. Let's see if we can bring him on. There he is.
There he is.
So my computer, unfortunately, is it's old and decrepit like yours truly. I don't even know why. I mean, I have lights. It's like nothing's here. So, yeah, I think it's my computer. It's like got a gap in it, like that big. I don't know if that's the battery or because I actually dropped it or something. I have no idea. But
We were just worried about it. I had to call.
Yeah,
I
we were
appreciate
worried,
that.
Bob.
I appreciate that. I plugged it in. I walked over. My routine is I make a loop around the building real quick to say hi to people as this pops up. And then when I got here and I hit the button to come on, it goes whoop, and died. So I'm here.
Yeah, I'd say put in a work order for somebody, but I don't know who that somebody is, so good luck. Oh, look, you just got brighter. You got
I
brighter.
know. Thank God. See, hey, look what happened. So this
See?
morning, I had a friend of mine who sends me like 50 stories a day, right? His name is Leonard Roberts, world-renowned newsman. I clicked on one of his stories. Next thing I see, virus. And I'm like freaking out. Can't get rid of it. And so finally I got my IT guy on it and found out it was not a virus. It was just like a pop-up notification thing. So
There you
saved
go.
myself from getting fired today.
Yeah.
Well, we got a really full show today, so we're going to get AJ Randall right into it. What's happening, AJ?
All right. Pretty slow news day, but we'll do it. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Dani. And good morning, Frederick. Frederick County Public Schools says it'll go back to evaluate the plan for its Brunswick High School replacement site after hearing strong criticism from the community, including Brunswick Mayor Nathan Brown. Residents have raised concerns about FCPS's proposed site south of the current school at 101 Cummings Drive, especially because it would affect the existing baseball stadium and would create safety concerns with limited access to the school campus. Around 50 Brunswick community members attended Wednesday's school board meeting where wearing maroon BHS strong shirts, and several speakers urged FCPS to provide more transparency and reconsider the location. Superintendent Cheryl Dyson said the FCPS would review the concerns, while school board president Dean Rose said the community listing session was planned for October 14th. And some residents say that it may be too late, actually, for what's going on.
Two things on that for me. Number one, way to go, community, to voice your opinion. But number two, kind of like Adamstown, there's only so many places a school can go. We can't just plop it in a place where everybody wants to be happy. You have to buy that land. You have to do stuff. So I'm not sure exactly how this all plays out.
Yeah. I don't, when there's too many cooks in the kitchen, it also makes things very, very difficult. But I would love to see the residents asked to be involved, and I don't know if they were, early in the process. I mean, we've been talking about rebuilding Brunswick High School for years. So it's surprising to me that FCPS is surprised. So I think that there has to be some collaboration. Similar, when we hire people who don't live in our communities to build our facilities, whether schools or government offices, and you go and you're like, who the hell decided to put a 14-foot in diameter roundabout for 900 students, and half of them are being driven because their parents don't want 7-year-old Susie to walk a quarter mile? Why is that shocking? Like, again, it's like people aren't in the community to figure this stuff out, or there's no, I'd love to see the planning sessions for these places. And then, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes we're like, who decided? So
I think sometimes people get intimidated, though. They feel like, oh, well, that's an engineer. They know more than I do. No, they don't. No. You know what? Sometimes common sense.
They may know how the structure won't fall down, but they don't know the ins and outs of Yellow Springs. Since my son went there, has always had a majority of parents who can drive their child to and from school. It's always been hundreds being picked up, always been long car lines. So I just, again, this is, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. I stood outside that circle at Yellow Springs on the first second that I saw it and said, this is insane. This is going to be a major backup. I mean, I'm not even a city director. I'm some guy. So I don't know how they did that.
Well, yeah, you said that not too, and I said that little circle is little.
Oh, that's tiny.
But I've also said, hey, you know what? Little Susie walked that half mile. It'll build strong legs.
In the snow, uphill both ways like we did.
Right. I mean, the reason the lines are long is because parents don't want to make their kids get up early enough to get on a bus.
I mean, 100%. Well, they don't have buses. They're within a quarter mile, so they walk. And now all of those kids it might even be part of Tuscarora Creek, definitely Tuscarora Preserve, all of, the Cannon Bluff area, they all have to walk. So, and Clover Ridge, quarter mile is pretty far. I think it takes them almost down to Possumtown Pike. So it's a lot. But look, that's just, yeah.
Yeah. Well, a second legal challenge is raising questions about whether Maryland's lawmakers followed their own election rules and accurately described a proposed congressional redistricting amendment to voters. During a Thursday hearing in Dorchester County Circuit Court, Judge James S. Sarbanes questioned the state's argument that lawmakers were not bound by July 1 deadline to certify statewide ballot questions. The lawsuit filed by Republican lawmakers and Dorchester County voters seeks to keep question 3 off of the November 3rd ballot. A separate Anne Arundel County judge already ruled Wednesday that the question should be removed, but paused that order while the state appeals to the Supreme Court of Maryland. So this is not going away.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. It's gonna be in the courts for a while. But as long as it doesn't get on the ballot, we're good.
Yeah, anything that affects power and money, boy, they're not gonna let it go, and they're gonna keep fighting to get there. Yeah, to get through. So,
yeah. Sandbox Brewhouse has received special approval to host entertainment later into the night at its brewery on Northeast Street in Frederick. The Frederick Zoning Board of Appeal unanimously approved entertainment inside the family-owned brewery until midnight on Friday and Saturday nights for up to 3 weekends per month. The brewery previously hosted later events without special approval before applying after learning about the rule. Some neighbors told the board they were concerned about music and vibrations leaking from the building, while supporters said the business gives people a place to gather and helps build community. Nothing like musical vibrations to break up your night.
I mean, so now you need a permit to play music inside as well?
I mean, you're going to need a permit for everything.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
It's building community, and I'm this tongue in cheek here. What I've been to those, a community of a bunch of drunk people.
Yeah,
it is a community, though, Bob.
It is a community, baby.
And it's odd because, they have houses, kind of, half a block away behind them, in Monocacy. What is that called? Monocacy Village. But interesting that inside, and that's not a big place. So I'm wondering how loud the music is in order to acquire a permit.
Right.
Now, if they wanted it out on their patio outside, I kind of get that, but wow. Okay.
Well, that's next probably.
Yeah. Anyway, they could do it. And finally, Capital Technology University is expanding its professional pilot degree program to Frederick Municipal Airport in partnerships with Frederick Flight Center. The university has started accepting students to earn a Bachelor of Science in Aviation Professional Pilot degree while flying out of Frederick, and program leaders hope to establish a physical classroom location near or at the airport in the spring semester. Program Director Frank Turney said expanding into Frederick makes sense because there is a demand across Western Maryland, and the aviation industry is still facing a pilot shortage expected to last another 10 to 20 years. The program could also allow students to qualify for a restricted airline transport pilot certificate at 21 years old with 1,000 flight hours instead of the typical 23 years old and 1,500 flying hours.
Can't get me up in one of those little ones. Nope.
Yeah, not a fan of the small ones.
I tried one time, and a plane was like going down the runway, and they're trying to, lift off, and it's like going, I think I can.
That's never a good feeling.
Never a good feeling,
And Bob's like, I think I can't, actually.
Yeah.
I pray you can, is what I say. Oh, boy. All right. Well, that wraps that up.
Yeah, that's the news here from Studio 401. Sorry. And downtown Frederick. Bob, what did you guys talk about at WFMD Radio up on Grove Hill Road?
We were talking about the sidewalk issue in downtown Frederick. They did they're doing a study on that.
There's a study on the sidewalks?
Yeah, then they're going to hire an outside firm to tell them what they should do about it, probably.
They already did. They hired an outside firm, and they used, according to the article in the paper, they used like a 4x4 type of deal in a golf cart to go through with an imaging and found 223,000 differentials that were less than an inch. They found over 8,000 and some. This is more for a compliance issue with the ADA. That a lot of streets in Frederick are not, or the sidewalks are not ADA compliant, and they have to kind of get that in compliant. And they were talking about the fact that it could cost around anywhere to fix them $5 to $6 million, and could cost up to $53 million over time to fix all the grade differentials that the city has. So
these are when you're
miles.
When you're walking down the sidewalk, and then one is like a half inch higher than it should be, and it's a tripping hazard or whatever because a tree has grown under it. Yeah,
right. Well, and here's the other thing. I mean, downtown is one issue, but where residents live, from what I recall, it's the residents' responsibility, the owner of the property's responsibility to fix the sidewalks in front of their property, I think. So,
which I disagree with, but
yeah,
it's still a a lot of money and a lot of problems that you need to fix, and an outside company coming in. So hopefully they can fix this. There was a gentleman by the name of Gil House back in the day that was his main thing, was that downtown Frederick is not very ADA compliant.
Yeah. And I get it. That's, we need to make sure that everyone is, we're doing the rules, we're following the rules.
Boy, I didn't know the American Dental Association was so strict with those things. So that's a little weird.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And then, of course, the real big news of the day, Dani, is we're wondering what AJ will be bringing to the company luncheon today.
There's a luncheon.
Yes.
I wasn't invited.
You were. There's an email. There's a sign-up sheet in the kitchen.
Oh, you have to bring stuff to this luncheon? I'm definitely not coming.
He's not in.
I made 2 pork butts and burnt-in pork belly.
Whoa.
Wow.
He'll be eating it, but he won't be participating any other way, I can tell you.
Here's his sign. Well, I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Thank you. You as well. We got a great show coming up for you. We got Asia from OMG Band, Marilyn Herbert from Alzheimer's Association, and Priscilla Myles from Blessed Provisions. I want to thank AJ and Bob. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back right after this.
Sponsored by A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, windows, and gutters, and they can even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. You can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just tell Sandra that Dani sent you.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
When you care deeply about Frederick County, you want your generosity to make a meaningful impact. The Community Foundation provides trusted leadership and guidance to connect people who care with the causes they care about, supporting local students, nonprofits, and community needs. Together, we're creating enduring impact and making more possible across Frederick County. Visit frederickcountygives.org.
All right, heading back down to Studio 401. We've got my friend Marilyn Herbert in the hot seat. Not really hot seat, actually. Good morning to you, my friend. How are you?
Good morning, Dani, and good morning, Frederick.
It's great to see you, and so excited. I can't believe we're kind of nearing the end of the summer, which is when you and I typically get together to talk about the Walk to End Alzheimer's and, of course, get any other updates about the organization. So that's kind of scary, actually, that this is where we are, but it is what it is.
Time is flying, and yes, our walk here in Frederick will take place on October 11th, but I did want to share not just the bad news, because there is some things we should all be concerned about, but we have some very good news as well this year.
Okay.
First of all, bad news. Alzheimer's disease will kill more Americans this year than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined.
Oh.
Maryland has the highest prevalence still in the nation, which we were even surprised to find out at the association. So this is a big concern. We have almost 130,000 Marylanders living with the Alzheimer's disease, and that's not including other dementias. And the support we provide, the care, the research is for all dementias, not just Alzheimer's disease. So it's going to affect most everyone, but I do have good news.
Okay, we like good news.
The good news is that we can impact our risk and reduce it in so many ways. The U.S. Pointer study is the largest clinical trial, 2-year trial that's ever been made. And the findings, some of them were not too surprising to us because we know that for brain health, what's good for your heart is generally good for your brain as well. So managing diabetes, blood pressure, weight, those things, they're good for our health overall, but they also do impact our brain. But we found a lot of other powerful things in that study. We have so much control over risk reduction through our lifestyle choices. And it's not just those health concerns that I just mentioned, but staying active with your brain. Now, this is not just doing crossword puzzles, though that's good. It's continuing this lifestyle of lifetime learning and challenging your brain in different ways, in a variety of ways. So that could take the form of learning an instrument or a new instrument if you never have before, or a language, or taking a math class if math was always a challenge for you. Whatever you can do to have that lifestyle of learning continue. And we, many times when I'm in the community, someone will say to me, "Oh, I know that's really terrible, Alzheimer's. My friend's grandma died of Alzheimer's, but we don't have Alzheimer's in my family," or that's only for old people to be concerned about. That is the kind of comments I get. But what we have found is that is not usually the case, though there can be some genetic component. In most cases, Alzheimer's risk is a lifestyle choice.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, you can do everything right and still develop Alzheimer's. And just like any disease, you can do the right things and you still may be impacted. But there is a profound impact if you practice the 10 healthy habits for your brain, which fall into about 4 categories. The one mentioned the lifestyle choices in terms of what's good for your heart and other things that we all know about. And all of us have at least one thing that is a challenge for us,
Yes.
whether it's weight or blood pressure management. But as much as we can stay on top of and improve that health, that's, one area. The other is the lifelong learning and keeping your brain challenged and active, but also socialization. We have learned that people, have a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease if they're more isolated or they're not going out much, they're not talking to friends much. And a lot of times as people age, that can also, often be the case.
Yeah.
We learned a lot during the pandemic about how isolation affects that. So that is a risk factor if you isolate. So pushing yourself up to be a little bit more social and stay out there even after you're retired or whatnot is really important. Also, that can take the form. It's best in person, but it can take the form of all of the things we now have available in terms of staying in touch, through FaceTime, online, etc. So, keep that socialization there, even if you tend towards introversion.
Yes, absolutely. And one way that people can do that is by volunteering, right? Volunteering gets you out and gets you social. You have a job to do. They're typically not overly strenuous jobs, maybe greeting people or giving some information. We have so many organizations in Frederick County that could use your hours, your time. So that's another great one as well.
Yeah, volunteerism. And, we're a volunteer-fueled organization. Yeah. Some people, wonder, where's all the money going? Well, it's not mostly going towards staff and overhead or a brick and mortar building. I cover 7 counties, actually, myself. Now, I do have a colleague in education and programs that, also serves the counties. But, we are really dependent on our community educators, like locally, Dr. Alora Gupta is out there, volunteering her time to educate people, so many others. And a big way to get involved, or maybe a first way to get involved, would be the Walk to End Alzheimer's on October 11th. Our committee works year round, but we have opportunities for Walk Day volunteers on October 11th. And of course, we'd love for you to start a walk team. Even if you can't walk the whole 2 miles, we start at Harry Grove Stadium, go down to Carroll Creek and around, and you can walk as much or as little as you want. You don't need to make the whole route if you have mobility challenges, but you can also walk in your neighborhood or wherever you are. I have a friend that seems to always be on vacation on walk day, and she'll send me pictures and videos of her walking in Cape Cod or walking down at Myrtle Beach or what have you in solidarity with us. Right. But to get involved, to find me and my contact information, as well as sign up for the walk or volunteer, you can go to alz.org/walk, and there is a button where you can put your zip code or your state in, and you'll find Frederick will pop up if you're in Frederick. But if you are going to be somewhere else, wherever the walk is, we have 7 walks that are part of the Maryland chapter all over the state. There's a couple other Maryland walks that are part of the National Capital Region. But we're all over the country, hundreds and hundreds of walks. Walk season is just starting, but goes for several months. And so we want you to plug in wherever you are, whether it is as a volunteer or a walk. Again, you can even be a team of 1. There's no fee to register or minimum fundraising required. Of course, that's wonderful if you do that. But we want everyone there to experience our walk day. And it is an uplifting. Yes, there's some poignant moments, but our opening ceremony is very empowering and uplifting. It is a way we can fight back against this disease. We have, again, more good news. There's treatments that continue to become available. They're only good with an early diagnosis right now. So that's why early diagnosis is important. It can be a scary diagnosis, but to get that early is powerful. I know someone that was part of the clinical trials for what's available now, and he's almost 10 years into his disease, and he's still driving. He's still living an active life. Yes, he has some cognitive hiccups here and there, but this is so powerful. So don't fear a diagnosis. It may be something that's, not Alzheimer's, that's treatable, but we have treatments now that are effective for some people, and more to come. We have a blood test that is not a genetic test or anything like that, but it can detect the presence and likelihood of Alzheimer's in the blood before even significant symptoms arise. Now, this is what we're finding through the studies. Eventually, it is available now, but it is not covered by Medicare and Medicaid. So this is like something that we're working on because that, is cost prohibitive for a lot of people that would benefit from it. But these things are continuing to just more and more each year. And I hope that one day we're going to have a cure. We really are hopeful. We used to, in our opening ceremony, say, and one day a cure, but now we're saying in our time.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that in most of our lifetime, we will realize a cure. We may move into a stage where management by treatments may be the first thing that comes, similar to like HIV and AIDS. It is not, a death sentence now like it was. There are treatments that help people live very long, active lives. And I think we're moving into that for Alzheimer's disease.
I love it. Well, if you go to alz.org, which we have on the screen, not only can you sign up for the walk, but you can get help and support, whether you're taking care of somebody with Alzheimer's or you yourself have been diagnosed. There's a lot of information on this website that can help make it not such a scary diagnosis. There are people that you can reach out to. There's a helpline available 24/7. But find that walk for Frederick, Sunday, October 11th at Harry Grove Stadium. We'd love to see you guys reach this $325,000 goal. And we need more teams and participants to do that.
Absolutely. And again, I hope to meet you at the walk. If not before then, Frederick, we need you. We need everybody to band together to really defeat this disease.
Absolutely. When you find the walk at the bottom, you can also volunteer. Marilyn's details are on screen there for you to reach out. Maybe you have some ideas on ways that you can help. And we would love to see a packed parking lot at Harry Grove Stadium on that wonderful day. Thank you, Marilyn, for coming in today. Really appreciate it. And we'll have you back again as we near that walk time.
Thank you, Dani.
Appreciate you. All right, we're going to take a quick break and then we're coming back. We've got Priscilla Myles from Blessed Provisions and Asia from OMG Band coming up right after this.
Frederick, if you're craving real Chicago-style flavor, Rosati's is bringing it. From their cheesy, loaded deep dish pizza to crispy tavern-style thin crust, every bite is packed with that classic Rosati's taste. And don't sleep on the steak and cheese sub. Hot, hearty, and seriously satisfying. Rosati's has been serving family recipes since 1964, and now you can get it right here in Frederick. Stop by 911 West 7th Street or order online at rosatispizza.com. Rosati's, keeping it real since 1964.
Got the chance to chat with Asia from OMG Band. They're playing tomorrow at the Urbana Lodge. Here's how that went.
You know, I've said recently that I think Frederick is one of the greatest. We've got a great music scene, and I reached out, and Asia is here from the OMG Band. I love it. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. I love it. Okay, Asia, thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Frederick today. Tell me, first of all, how long has this band been playing together?
Well, good morning to Frederick Live, and thank you, Dani, for having me on the show. I appreciate it, and we're so excited. OMG Band was founded in 2017, so we're just right at our 10-year anniversary point.
Holy cow, wait a minute. You guys have been playing together for 10 years?
For 10 years in Maryland, Virginia, and D.C.
That's wild. First of all, you don't even look old enough to have been playing for 10 years. So there you go. So
well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And you guys are playing, and we're going to promote what you're doing this weekend. But I really want to talk more about you guys pretty much play everything under the sun. What is that like as a musician?
Well, that's correct. We play every genre from every decade, and that's what makes us so successful. And the audience really responds to that and loves it. We really enjoy it because whatever songs the audience like, they give us energy and we give it back to them. So it's been
Yeah.
working out very well. We're not a country band. We do everything. We do rock, pop, reggae, country, disco, Motown, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today's current hits. So
Yeah.
I'm this Saturday at the Urbana Lodge, we're doing a country theme, but our last
Okay.
show was an 80s theme. And so I'm going to change hats for
There you
every
go.
question we have just to make it more fun. See
I
that?
love it.
Yeehaw.
I love it. Now, how many band members are there?
Well, that's a great question. We have a core of 5 band members.
Okay.
And so next weekend, we're doing a private event and we'll have 7 band members. So it just
Okay.
depends.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what do you play?
I am the lead singer, and I
Okay.
front the band, so I get
All
the
right.
most fun to interact with the audience.
Yes.
Yes, I also play some bass guitar, which is right here.
Yeah.
I'm classically trained in piano for 15 years, and I just
Whoa.
picked up the electric violin, so I've got
Holy
one day
cow.
experience with that.
I love it. I can't wait to hear that as part of the repertoire and set list. That's going to be awesome. That's so cool, though. Did you always love music growing up?
Yeah, I'd say so because my parents started me playing classical piano when I was 5 years old. So music has
Okay.
always been a really big part of my life. And I think the same for all my band members, Eddie, Avi, Manu, Alan, and Locke, who's our sound and lighting engineer. I'm just very blessed to be working with such a, great group of talented musicians
Yeah.
and backing
Yeah.
crew.
What's your favorite classical piece to play on the piano?
Ooh, I would say Chopin Fantasy Impromptu.
Okay.
It's a great piece, and I
Yeah.
actually played it at Madison Square Garden, where I competed
What?
for. Yes, I competed for the Miss Asia pageant, and I won. Yep. So that was one of
You.
my most interesting experiences, and my mom and dad were there. Of course, they were very proud.
Of course. My goodness. That's amazing. That's
Well, thank
really
you.
awesome. All right. We got another hat. I love it that you're not a country band, but you got more country hats than anyone. I love that, though. That's very pretty. All right. So, what is it like to learn all of these different songs? I mean, that cover all of these ages. I mean, what is your set list look like? And how does the night flow?
Well, that's a great question. I really love learning new songs, and it's a
Yeah.
lot of fun to play songs, especially ones that the audience like. So, depending on our venue, we can customize the set list.
Okay.
Or if it's a wedding or a private event,
Yeah.
we can change the set list. So, it actually changes every single gig, every single show.
That's so awesome. But what a library that you're reaching into to learn from. Give me some fun songs that you love performing.
Okay, so I love performing Uptown Funk by Bruno
Oh,
Mars. I love
yes.
some classic 80s rock, some Bon Jovi, some
Yeah.
Journey. A new song that I'm singing lately is Beggin' by Madcon. It was originally a Motown song by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. So
Nice.
just so many great songs. Basically, any song that the audience really likes, that's what I love to sing because they're going to give me energy
Yeah.
and we give energy back. And
Yeah.
that's
Where are you
always the
guys
best.
based out of? Where would you call your home base?
Great question. I'd say Montgomery County, Maryland.
Okay.
We have a lot of shows in Urbana Lodge, Clark's Lodge, Great Falls Lodge, That's Amore, Umaya in Virginia. So,
Okay.
yeah, we have a lot of different venues.
Yeah. Have you guys played like in the streets or Alive at 5 or any of that yet?
Ooh, like busking?
Yeah.
Um,
No.
n-
No. In the
no.
streets is a big celebration in Frederick. It's like 50,000 people downtown.
No, we've not
Oh,
done
I gotta
that, but
get you I'll hook you up with the contact details so you can apply for that because that would be awesome.
I would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so you guys are playing on Saturday. What times does set start?
Okay, so this Saturday at the Urbana Lodge, OMG will hit the stage at 7 p.m. and we'll be playing till 10 p.m. So everyone can
Awesome.
come out and they have great food there. I'm a foodie and I've driven up there 2 times this month just to eat their food. They have classics, like all the classic food, crab cakes and
Yeah.
barbecue baby cut back ribs. But they also have an Indian flair. They have homemade Indian like butter chicken tikka, and
Oh,
with homemade naan bread. That's super.
wow. That's amazing. Well, if you want to head up and I've not been to your Urbana Lodge yet, so I might need to hit it and check it out this Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m. The OMG Band, fronted by Asia, and the rest of the band will be there live this Saturday, 7 to 10. I love the fact that we got so much great music here in Frederick, and thank you so much. If there's anything you'd want people to know about the OMG Band, what would that be?
It would be that we're a very fun party rock band that we can come out and really, show everyone a great time with all the singing and dancing and the audience involvement. So come on out this Saturday to the Urbana Lodge and join us for this great show. There's no cover charge, free parking, free fun. So I hope to see everyone there.
I love it. Yep, we'll see you there on Saturday. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Dani.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
great. That's really great. I want to thank Asia for joining me from OMG Band tomorrow at Urbana Lodge. We're going to take a quick break. We're getting Priscilla Myles in the seat so we can talk about Blessed Provisions and their big diaper drive coming up in September.
Sponsored by Lawn Squad. Quick and easy quote, and you can be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. Watch the progress as Brian from Lawn Squad brings Dani's lawn back to life. Visit lawnsquad.com. Sponsored by In10se BBQ. Family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company cooking in small batches to ensure that the food is the freshest it can be. In10se BBQ can cater your events, and they do any kind of food. It doesn't have to be barbecue. Find them at SEBBQ.com and satisfy your meat tooth.
Well, we're heading back down to Studio 401 at 1 Wormans Mill Court. And we've got Priscilla Myles in today. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. So the last time I chatted with you, you guys you were still kind of new, I think. And you are doing huge things with Blessed Provisions. So let's just catch everybody up before we talk about what's coming. How has the last several months been for you?
Well, it's been busy, if that's the shortest way to describe it. But we've been blessed with a lot of outpour of donations, continued growth of our hub and spoke network. So we had a goal in 1 year when we launched last summer to have collected about 50,000, and we've exceeded that.
Wow.
We're now at about 70,000 hygiene items, including diapers and period products and other items have been collected. And a large majority of that is due to community support, community donations.
That is phenomenal, though there was no surprise to me when I met you that it was going to be super successful. But, and when really, we have a great community here in Frederick. So I know I've seen some of your posts and we've talked about them on the show. When you are doing a drive, people come forward. Let's tell people who haven't caught up with what Blessed Provisions is about, why you started it, and what your next goal is now that you've smashed the first one.
Oh, most certainly. Well, Blessed Provisions was launched out of necessity. The last official diaper bank in the county was pretty much shutting down when we were starting up last summer, late spring. And when I heard about this gap in access for local families, where I know the national crisis is 1 in 2 families are struggling to afford diapers. And within our county, I think about 33% of families can't afford basic necessities. Knowing all of these statistics, I didn't just hear the challenge. I kind of jumped right into it. It was a knock on my heart. So it's a labor of love. And essentially, as a diaper and toiletry bank, we don't typically do one-to-one or emergency requests, but we partner with other community-based organizations in the county who are already supporting marginalized families, underserved families, disadvantaged families, Alice families. Those are some of the words the community is familiar with. And so that could include shelters, some of the Title I schools. And again, the list is about 10 to 12 partners we have right now. Even the City of Frederick Food Bank receives supplies from us. So essentially, we act as the hub. We collect and we have community donation sites. And we have 3 of them now. And so Basal Therapies and Preschool is one of them, Crybaby Cafe and Toy Library in Middletown. And then our third is Common Market Co-op on West 7th Street. And so at any time, the community can drop off what's most needed. And it's always those 4 through 6 size diapers, baby wipes, and feminine hygiene products. And so that low lift helps us bulk up our inventory. And I would say right now, in terms of a realistic goal, I believe even before upcoming diaper drive that's taking place on the 19th of September, we'll probably get closer to the 100,000 mark. That's where I'm leaning towards because we've had exponential, large, I would say during the summer, large donations coming our way through different initiatives.
Yeah, that is just, I mean, can you believe, do you sit back sometimes and go, you know, I mean, this is the thing when we say one person, and I'm not saying you're working by yourself. I know you have lots of volunteers and these organizations are joining in, but your idea that has been put in motion and you have these goals that you are achieving and exceeding. Do you sit back sometimes and go, holy cow, it's working?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it really has taken off. If you were to ask me last year where I would be or what I would be doing, I did not envision this.
Yeah.
But it's, I would say, a full circle moment for me.
Yeah.
Because it does, I would say, I come from the federal public health sphere, but I always enjoy doing community-based work, grassroots level. But I couldn't have envisioned it taking off like this. No.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that people are learning more about the issues of hygiene poverty and how it's impacting our neighbors and that everybody can get involved from children, teenagers. It's a family-based program. And so I just want to get the word out there about the issues and hope that everybody can support.
Yeah. Well, we love the fact that you are doing the thing and you're doing it really, really well. And you have quite a large event coming up here. Your second annual Frederick Diaper Drive, Saturday, September 19th, which is shocking, is literally around the corner. I don't know what happened to August, but boy, we are right into it. So as you mentioned before, diapers sized 4 to 8 are the most needed. Pull-ups. You guys actually will take open packages, which is kind of nice because a lot of organizations will not. And, sometimes your kids, they're done and you have all this stuff left over. And we love the fact that you'll take those and distribute those out. You got the baby wipes and period products for hygiene for the ladies, which is really, really great. And you said 3 locations. Is this all at Basal Therapies, this one?
So the second annual Frederick Diaper Drive is hosted at Basal Therapies this year. They have the space, and obviously they're one of our community donation sites, but they've graciously opened their doors. And we'll also have some community vendors there and resources so that families, many times when I host hygiene drives or someone sees Blessed Provisions, likely a family is coming in need. And so we do welcome the community for those who are in need, that we do have some diapers already set aside to hand out. So it's a dual purpose event, not just collecting, but we'll have volunteers actually bundling down the supplies so that we can get the resources quickly out to the community.
Oh, I love it so much. Okay. So come September 19th, 9 a.m. to noon. Basal Therapies is on Broadband Drive. right next to Rockwell Brewery, if you know that, because we've hosted a few events there. And we want to thank Priscilla for heading this up and growing this organization, Blessed Provisions. And you can reach her blessed-provisions.org if you want to make a donation, if you want to volunteer, if you want to just share the information. That is the one thing our nonprofits ask for the most, actually, even more than money. So volunteering and sharing is a huge bump to our nonprofits. If there's anything else you'd want people to know about Blessed Provisions, Priscilla, what would that be?
The need never stops. And because, like I said at the top of the interview, that there's 1 in 2 families struggling with diaper insecurity. And then if you start breaking down period poverty, 2 in 5 women are struggling to purchase feminine hygiene products. So it's an ever-growing need. It's not just our community donation drives, but essentially this has to be interwoven into the fabric of the county to combat hygiene poverty, because it's a real issue impacting 1 in 2 families, especially with the diapers. So we're just trying to show love, one essential item at a time. And so I'll be happy, if you come out, bring your children, and everybody is working together to address this.
Love it. Thank you so much for coming into Good Morning Frederick today. Thank you for sharing this organization with our community and making such a positive impact on Frederick, making Frederick great. We appreciate it a lot. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to give you what's happening in Frederick. Other than that diaper drive, we got more stuff too coming up right after this.
What makes for a perfect custom engagement ring? Truly understanding the elements that make a ring that's perfect for you. Custom by Colonial. The Colonial Jewelers box. There's just more in it.
All right, tomorrow we've got free psychic readings. We have a couple of positions left, especially for the virtual at 3 p.m. But we have a 1 p.m. in studio at Wormans Mill Court and 3 p.m. virtual readings. This is with Terry and Rhonda. These ladies are so accurate, spot on. If you want to be a part of it, text me today. Text psychic to 888-465-2944. On September 17th, boy, we got Frederick Feud back. Buy your tickets right now. We have Soar versus Andrea's House playing for $1,000. And then we have all of our runner-up teams that are on site are going to play for $250. When you buy your tickets, you can assign a portion of your ticket proceeds to the organization you want to support. So all 8 organizations are available to support. Buy your tickets today. Get one for a friend. It's just $25 general admission, $40 for a VIP ticket, which gets you a reserved seat plus a free beverage at Rockwell Brewery. It's 5 to 8 p.m. at Rockwell on September 17th. All right, the Great Frederick Fair Mullet Contest is coming September 19th at 11 a.m. thegreatfrederickfair.com/mullet to enter. Now, you don't have to get your hair cut into a mullet to participate. There is a wig division. But if you want, I have 2 positions left to pay for or shape up. You can get a brand new mullet, or I can help shape one up that already exists. Text mullet to 888-465-2944, and I will pay for your mullet cut at All About Men Barbershop this coming Monday at 6 p.m. And on October 9th, we've got Andrea's House has a golf tournament. You can register now. Scan that QR code next to the screen, or just look up Andrea's House Golf Tournament. You'll see the details there. All right. Today, today, the 28th. Brunswick Live. It's going on from 4 to 8 on East Potomac Street and beyond. 5 to 8, it's Music in the Village at Wormans Mill with Monocacy Jazz Quartet. 7:30, it is Much Ado About Nothing from Ardeo Theater, and that is at Hood College. And I believe some shows are outside and some shows are inside. You can check. This is a pay what you will ticket, so check it out. And at 8 p.m., Key Stage Comedy Extravaganza is happening on Key Stage right under the Francis Scott Key Hotel. 2 hours of improv comedy. That's so fun. August 29th, tomorrow, Field Fresh Farmers Market, Lot A, the fairgrounds, goes from 9 to 1. And then at 10 a.m., Play Music on the Porch Day kicks off on Main Street in Newmarket. 10 to 1, Frederick Farmers Market is at Sophie and Madigan's Playground. Lots of great opportunities to buy fresh produce from farmers you can actually talk to. We're going to be doing a bunch of shows coming up. I'm going to partner with Frederick Health. We've got a really, really interesting opportunity with the chief medical officer there. Just talked to him yesterday. We've got also a whole series coming up soon from Holistic Health Associates. It's just really, you got to know where your food's coming from. 10 a.m. to noon, the food pantry at Asbury United Methodist Church is on with Helping Hands and Caring Hearts. So if you know of somebody who's struggling, I know I see a lot of the posts on social media. Please let them know that this is happening 10 a.m. to noon tomorrow at Asbury United Methodist Church. 11 to 8, the Sunflower Festival is happening at Summers Farm. At 1 o'clock, you can get your free live readings at Studio 401, as well as 3 is the virtual. 5 to 8, you can celebrate Mount Airy. It's a block party in downtown Main Street there. And there's a lot of other great things happening. On the 30th, on Sunday, the Sunflower Festival continues. And the summer concert series I think it wraps up. This is it with Latina Orchestra, I believe. And that is at 7 p.m. at the band shell. You're going to want to support that as well. All right, we're going to kick it off to... good morning, Ron Lehman. Nice to see you. Oh, in Asia. Thank you. You are so sweet. And we hope to see you tomorrow at Urbana Lodge. And Janice, Kent, thanks so much for joining this morning. Tommy Skaggs, thank you guys as well. Thank you all. I honestly appreciate and am so happy you've joined us each morning. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends as well. You can join our group, Frederick Connect. If you want to advertise an event, a business, if you're looking for something in particular, we'd love to have you there as well. Well, it's time to kick it off for me. Have a fabulous weekend, everybody. I'm having a big yard sale in Kellerton on Futurity Street this weekend. If you want to come on out and say hi, I'd love to see you. Let's get out there. And let's be great, Fred.
This episode is a proud production of the Everything Frederick Live Podcast Network. Your home for Frederick's best podcasts, streaming daily on YouTube.